Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. So today I've got a layout update for you. It's been a little while since I've done one, I think a couple weeks, and I've been pretty good about putting out a video every week, at least once a week, but they've been short. You know, one of them was to help Sparky, which is still in effect, and if you haven't, please go watch that video. The others were just kind of drive-by, railfan, and the layout, which are still good. But I really want to do more, but those are what I can do when I have nothing to update. I wanted to hold off on the layout update until now because I knew I'd be going to the train store with Kris, go Veer, go home, and we did. So I've got quite a few things to show you, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so here's my new string of boxcars. Kris and I kind of traded a couple things. We don't really like deal in money. We deal in, you know, trading each other different things, or just helping each other, or you know, services. So the first two you can see are Ontario Northland boxcars. They are in my era. And Kris gave those to me because they don't really fit his layout anymore, and now there's a piece of his layout on my layout, you know? And that's kind of cool. Now they are the same road number at the moment, but I will change that and, you know, update the couplers and everything. The two CP boxcars in the middle I bought today, so they are different road numbers, but they are the same. They're the same model, and they are by Trains Canada, which is based out of Alberta, which is really cool. They make pretty good models. They're very inexpensive, about 20 bucks a piece. Actually, my cylindrical hoppers are made by them as well. And there's enough detail on there that I really like the models. And they're obviously a Canadian company, so I really like supporting that. Now, last but certainly not least, I have my two boxcars Kris actually painted for me. So let me just kind of zoom in. So we'll just start at this end, and then the two. Now these are pretty cool. So they started their life as Atlas Trainman, CNR Rail, or Canadian National boxcars. And what happened was I had them laying around, planning on building them, and I never really did. So I asked Kris if he could custom paint them, and he said sure. So he got the decals, and he actually made three, but the other one I gave him was just a Bachmann shell, which he's keeping. So he repainted these in green with the silver roof, re-decaled them, and I gotta say, they look awesome. The light, I don't think the camera gives them justice in the light. Well, that looks not too bad, but he's done a phenomenal, I can't talk today, I just woke up from a nap. Phenomenal job. I'm very impressed. I think they look incredible. I have to update the couplers, but they already have metal wheels. They look sweet. So I think that's really cool. And I'm really excited to have that on my layout, or all of them in fact. Kind of moving to the right. This has kind of been floating around. I don't even know if I've ever mentioned it. I'm just gonna kind of pick up and move the camera. So Kris had brought this over in kind of pieces, and we're just trying it out, and I think I found kind of this layout that works for me. So it's just kind of the grain depot, and I've actually moved, if we kind of scoot to the right, I've moved this up closer to the edge. I don't know if you can see on camera, but some of the paint peeled off when I ripped up the track previously. So it used to be a couple inches in, but now it actually is in a good spot. You go through the green kind of elevator, whatnot, and There's still lots of room behind for trains, my longest box cars, and everything makes it through no problem in behind. And it adds a lot of kind of layers to the corner here, because you've got in behind, but you've also got the kind of the conveyors going overhead, and it's easily become one of my favorite scenic items on the layout, which is really neat, you know, because I'm obviously not so good with buildings. So I think that's really cool. So moving forward, I have a great story. So here's a new locomotive roster entry. Well, actually two of them. They are old Proto 2000 FA1 and FB1s. So the story on this is I found these on Facebook for sale, and it came with an FA2 dummy engine. And so I kind of looked them up, and initially I had looked up the FA2s and noticed how much more detail they kind of have, and they've got the moving fan, and you know, I was like, oh wow, whoa, 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 you know, and I thought the moving fan was just the coolest thing. So I was like, sweet, you know. So I end up buying this lot and then being like, I gotta get me an FA2 FB2 set. Initially was like, I'm just gonna sell these FA1 FB1, you know, get rid of them. So I go out and I buy a parts FA2. Well, then I found an FB2 again in a dummy, and I was like, okay, and that's in a lot with an F7, an Atlas F7. So I buy that. So that comes in, and I'm like, now I need a powered chassis for that, because I want to have them both powered and both sound eventually. Because I like the weight, I like, you know, it's something I want. So I have to buy another parts chassis powered, which comes in a lot. So at the end of the day, oh, and Kris had an old one laying around. That didn't work right. I kind of tried to mess with it, but it's not really worth it because there's so many broken parts. Long story short, in the end, I've purchased 9 locomotives. Okay, and the kicker is, these come in, and I open up the, you know, I've been dealing with the FA2s, and they've still got the fan. The kicker is you can't even see the fan really because of the painted fan grills. And I'm like, oh no. And they don't run as well. Not a lot of room in there for decoders, and sound decoders, like, forget it. Unless I mill out the weights or take out the weights, you know? Whereas these FA1, FB1s, they have an 8-pin NMRA decoder plug in them already, ready. You know, I just have to pop a 8-pin decoder in there. And I'm like, oh man. And there's lots of room, and they run awesome. Other than the FA1 has the common split gears on the axles. So I've got Kris's old FA2 he gave me that I'm going to strip for parts, because it looks like somebody's already used an Atheron RS3, or sorry, it says RS3, but somebody's used some Atheron gears because they're not Proto. But they are the same, so I'm hoping that I can just pop those in, shouldn't be a problem, and we're good. Other than that, they run awesome. So here I am left holding the bag with all these other locomotives. So I'm slowly trying to sell. If you'd be interested in buying an FA2 B2 Canadian Pacific set, or with, you know, powered A dummy B, or if you'd be interested in buying an FA2 powered A and then dummy BA in an undecorated scheme, just pure black with all the parts and stuff, like new and basically new old stock, let me know. Because I'm left holding the bag, and I kind of want to, you know, I goofed up. I thought that it would be a lot better than they would be, and unfortunately, it's not. But what are you gonna do? That's fine. In the end, you know, I'll slowly just sell them and try to make as much money as I can. And I've got 2 locomotives here that I'm very happy with. I just have to paint some of these grab irons. Other than that, they're awesome. So I'm actually really happy. I don't mind, slowly selling stuff off. That's fine. So that's pretty cool. Next on the list, I'm just gonna kind of take you with me. Nothing really new, just a little house I found in a box. Come over, nothing really new. And okay, so here is a building that Kris built and weathered for me. Right now I've got my insulated boxcars over there, but you can see it's fireproof, storage and transfer, and he did a very awesome job. Let me just snake these out of the way. So this, he's built this and weathered this up for me, and I think it just looks phenomenal. It looks really good. So he's very talented. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really appreciate his work. So that's really great. Really great. There's nothing bad I can say about his work. It looks good. It doesn't fall apart. It's perfect, So that's great. And then I don't know if I mentioned it in the last update. I probably did not, but I might have. So really quick, I just built another wood kit, and I'm in the process of building furlough, freight, and transfer by Bar Mills, and that is also a wood kit. So that's slowly coming along. I have to get all my paints out though, because I need to actually paint stuff unlike these. So, and I might actually just put a kind of like a varnish on these to dull them down a little bit while I have all my paints out. So, but that is it, guys. That ended up being a much longer update than I thought. But thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much it. It was a big update. I don't have DCC for the FA1B1 set just yet. They're still on DC. And that's not a problem because, with my Digitrack system, I can just run them DC for now. They're the same model, same engine. Once I fix the split gears, they will run at the same speed. Right now, they do, but it takes longer for the FA1 to actually get up to that speed, so I haven't really been running them too much because I don't want to, cause any damage to the motors, being under extra load, that kind of thing. I may be just too paranoid, but, these are older models, so I'd rather not risk it. Anyways, guys, we are going to the train show in about a month, October 1st. So, we're going to videotape that. That's coming up. We're going to the Brampton train show. If anybody wants to meet up, let me know. Throw me a message. Throw me a comment. I think we're meeting up with Sparky, and I think Kris is going to meet up with a couple of guys, which would be awesome. I love meeting people. So, that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to end this here because I'm just talking. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for watching again. If you have any comments, criticisms, questions, please comment down below. If you liked this video, please thumbs up it. And if you're not and you want to be, and you want to watch more awesome videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, enjoy your bacon.